Let's talk through the top 10 wedding trends for 2025 and 2026 couples. We're Eternity and we're a collaborative wedding planning tool designed specifically for wedding pros and couples, so definitely check out all of our features on our TikTok page, but let's get into the trends. Number 1, we have late night meals. Now this is one of our favourite and probably most practical wedding trends that we're seeing in the upcoming years. Raise your hand if you've left a wedding reception early or on time and then gone to your nearest drive-thru to go eat something because you are starving. Couples have realised that after hours and hours of dancing, their guests get hungry and they really want something to eat right at the end, so now they've started catering for those meals. Here in the UK, we recently saw Vicky Pattison have a Greggs cart as her late night meal, so they had his and hers. So I think that his were sausage rolls, hers were cheese and onion rolls, but this basically meant that they used the cocktail his and hers trend and brought it to the late night meals, and it was absolutely stunning. We've also seen other couples opt for McDonald's, mac and cheese, or any of their other favourites as their late night meals. Number 2, we have mini wedding cakes. Now this is such a fun trend, so instead of opting for the different tiered cakes, couples are basically having lots of different mini cakes set out on one table. So this means that you can have different flavours on each of them, as well as different decor, so it just adds different elements of colours, textures and patterns. Next, we have black tie wedding dress codes. So I don't know if you've attended any black tie events recently, but a lot of the weddings that I've been to have had a black tie dress code, which basically means that on the whole, we're seeing a lot more formal dress codes coming about. As a wedding guest, I think this is such a fun one because you never really get the chance to dress up that much for any other event, so why not do it for a wedding? Next, we have square tables, so this goes for any seated meal. So we've seen a lot of the traditional circle tables, we've also seen long tables in recent years as well as curved tables, but square tables are really making a comeback. If you're having a drone at your wedding or you love those aerial shots, then you'll definitely love square table. The only thing to be mindful of is that this means that you may be able to fit less guests per table. Next, we have detachable outfits. So this is probably one of our favourite sustainable wedding trends in this list because so many couples and dress designers are now opting for dresses which basically have 2-in-1 wear. And I may be wrong, but this sounds heavily inspired by all of those viral TikToks and reels that we saw where brides and bridesmaids are basically cutting their dresses so that it's easier for them to dance in them. So we've seen so many couples in recent months who essentially have different elements and layers to their wedding dress. So they may have it a certain way for their actual wedding ceremony, and then instead of switching to a whole new reception dress, they're basically taking that detachable element off. So it still looks different, whether that be the top half or the bottom half, but it's the same outfit. What do you think of these top 5 trends? Definitely let us know what's your favourite, which one are you not loving so much, and follow along for part 2 where we go through the next 10.